it's week 6 of the National Football League. And coming up, it's the 49ers veteran quarterback. He got the QB not once, but twice last week with a pair of interceptions. It's the 49ers and the Falcons, and it's all up next.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Atlanta Falcons. Charles Davis. And Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they interplay. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Takes it at the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Well, the Falcons now get to stretch their wings on offense here, and at quarterback for them is a former 2nd overall pick who spent 4 seasons as a starter in Tennessee, Marcus Mariota.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
And his first pass is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. To throw Mariota. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Now a man who did his collegiate punting just a couple hours from here in Clemson in South Carolina, Bradley Pinion to kick. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. 49ers offense trots out for their first series, and they're led by the 3rd overall pick for the 2021 draft. Out of North Dakota State, Trey Lance.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Niners at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Lance now on first down. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. From midfield, here's Lance. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Off of play action, here's Lance. Gets this one to use check. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down. To throw, it's Lance. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. On first down, Lance completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. And he remains perfect on this opening drive. Charles now 5 of 5 and another first down to work with.
He's like one of those great shooters in basketball that has his rhythm, has his confidence, and he doesn't think anything is going to miss right now. As far as he's concerned, he's going to be perfect the entire game, and who's to say that it won't happen the way he's throwing it right now.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Play action, now it's Lance. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to bring up second down. Now Lance again. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment. Now a play fake. Lance out to his left. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That's a defense you know bounce when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Fourth down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould. The kick by Gould is good, and the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity, nothing big happened, but then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Here you go.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was. On
second down, a run with Patterson. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Mariota. And complete to Drake London. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Mariota. Throws right back to London, complete again. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go right back to him for 20 at first.
As we watch London get that first down, it seems almost unfair about what he can do on a field. Here's a guy who's 6'4", loves to play over the rim and dunk on defenders, and can work out the slot as well as outside the numbers. That's a big reason why he went 8th overall as the first receiver taken in a loaded class.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Mariota. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Mariota now. Got a man. It's Patterson, complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now Mariota on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Throwing now is Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. The Lance going to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. We had a pair of division rivalries in primetime last weekend, Week 5, and we've got another pair of good ones coming up here in Week 6. Starting tonight, Cowboys and Eagles from Philly on Sunday night, and then tomorrow Monday Night Football has the Broncos and Chargers from SoFi. That's going to be a lot of fun, no doubt. Kickoff 5:15. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
To try again after the sack. Mariota over the middle, caught by London. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Mariota. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Mariota on 1st down. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They'll throw again. Mariota throws the out route. It's Beasley with a catch. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Mariota's throw taken in by Green here. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers will take over here just shy of the 30.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They were losers last week to Carolina, but they've got the lead here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up. Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be Falcon football. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, There's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Throwing, Mariota. Finding Green complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. To throw, it's Lance. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. McCaffrey on the counter. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's got some. There he goes, left side. The 40, 20, 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. To throw is Mariota. And that's good. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Loose inside the 30. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Niners set to take over on offense. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. Following the fumble recovery, Lance. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. He's got Ayuk once again. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So third down, and the Falcons going with a dive. 6 defensive backs. Lance looking to throw it. Got his target, Samuel. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Going for it, it's Mitchell. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Mariota now after the fumble recovery. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So backed up closer to the danger zone here from the 2. This is 2nd and long. They'll run with a rookie from BYU, Tyler Algier. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Third down, here's Algier. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On now to punt, here's Bradley Pinion. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or two. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Now Lance. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 30 yards there.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Lance. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, and it's the Browns who have the lead in the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Deshaun Watson. From there, we'll head to Green Bay. Check out the Packers at home, Lambeau, and they have the lead over the visiting New York Jets. Aaron Rodgers with 2 touchdown passes. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the visiting Jaguars. 2 touchdown passes there for the former MVP, Matt Ryan. We continue on with a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Niners. And their offense has been in top form so far, especially their passing game, as it's helped push them out to this big halftime lead. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded right around the 8. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
Now they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. That they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Another try after the first down sack.
Lance, he'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Lance to throw it. Got a man. That's Ayuk. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 128 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
Able to slither by.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Here's Lance. And returns it right back to Samuel.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 36, Lance. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they trying to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
The Lance going to throw. Completes it to Samuel.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Off of play action, here's Lance. Steps away. And that is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 4th down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould.
On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Gould is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the 2nd half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
On play action, Mariota.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, Mariota.
Got his man. It's London.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First and 10, it's Patterson.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. On 2nd and 9, Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Now Mariota. And the reception made by Green. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert.
It's taking a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing is Mariota. Forced out to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Mariota. Green's got it over the middle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. 16 yards on the play as they try to chip away at this 16-point deficit.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
From the red zone now, Mariota. This one left side caught by Patterson.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mariota. And his throw here's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To the air again. Mariota. Finding Green complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Mariota to throw it.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Grady Jarrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment for defense.
So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know, when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks,
Still
waiting for
down.
the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
And they still need 6 yards here on 3rd down after the penalty.
From the gun, it's Lance.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here.
And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now Mariota. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Another completion right back to Patterson.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. On the ground, McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense and across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Gold to add the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
A 1st down throw for Mariota. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Mariota. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit, give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that call now might get the fans back into this one.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Green. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Again, it's Mariota. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mariota.
And that'll be taken in downfield by Green.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 17-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Straight ahead, Patterson.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Now Mariota on 4th down. Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds.
They'll run with Patterson.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This is a tough situation offensively because down 3 scores, the field goal kicker is not even going to come into play here. As an offensive play caller, though, you know you have to take chances. This is a time to get creative.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Throwing, Mariota. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Anthony Ferkser from 8 yards out. And the Falcons are finally into the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. Dante Fowler in on the stop. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup at 5 or 6.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
So the victory here for San Francisco. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Niners, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals.